Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Falcons going up against the Bears. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now high. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, it's high. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
He checks it down here to Ellington. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay.
And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On the screen, this is Coleman, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Throwing. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Le'Veon Bell. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. He also had an interception return for a touchdown last year, another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? One a season?
One a season is
That's
really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those types of goals, but rarely are they reached, rarely are they achieved. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago. Getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete.
We just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Conley's got it over the middle. But he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. Wait,
Again, here's Perine. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Let's go. Wait, dagger. Do that. You ready?
Coleman, and he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Play action. Stafford. Gonna let one fly for route, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Second down, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
He was looking for John Ross that time.
And that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit. He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating.
Fresh set of downs here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On second down, Hyde. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Luke Kuechly in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Understandable we're going to see some of this first game of the year and a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
They try again with Hyde. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Carlos Hyde. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And Charles, after an injury-plagued season a year ago, nice to see him get back into the end zone here in week 1.
You know as well as I do, chomping at the bit. I mean, all off season, wanting to get back in form, get back on the field, show that production that he had previously, and getting into the end zone, that's a big statement for him.
It's got to be just like a breath of fresh air. Like, here we go, last year behind me, let's move forward.
Good point. Shed it and move on.
Following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run again with Pirine. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Finding Gabriel, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Dagger! 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 Dagger!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Bridgewater. He finds Coleman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Dagger! Dagger! Set! Way 90! Way 90!
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Bridgewater now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll throw again. Bridgewater got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel from a yard out, and the Bears draw a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now look at Darren Sproles as he works his way back onto the field for this next go-around. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
Throwing, Bridgewater over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Bears trail at home at halftime. The Falcons have come in and looked good as the road team. And we'll just keep trying to play hard and maintain.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play clock winding down. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run it here with Pirine. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly able to disrupt yet another pass play.
They've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you're talking about.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Carlos Hyde, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down, Bridgewater. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Left side caught by Matthews. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10, Stafford again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing is Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And it'll be a second and long.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback. And that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Coleman now. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Cameron Wake. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that
play. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string.
And the ball's out. High fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Stafford now to throw. And Fasano here brings it in. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a...
Carlos Hyde, see you later. Touchdown, Falcons.